What is up, my friends? As promised, we are back with the late night news roundup. We've got some stories that are developing late in the evening that we didn't get a chance to discuss on tonight's late night agenda, and I'm going to do my best to take you through them as quickly as I can. We do want to know your thoughts, so after you've watched the video, please do leave us your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course, we would love you to not just subscribe here on the main channel, but please do go across and check out the Anfield Agenda Clips channel, as our dream is to get both of those channels to 100k plus and have a silver play button for the main channel and for the Clips channel. Anyway, we've got lots of news to get through. I'm not going to hang around. Let's get stuck into it. So just when we thought we've had enough of Real Madrid and maybe that we'd seen them undermine us for the last time, it looks as if they could be in the mix for another player. And I'm not talking about Dean Huijsen, by the way, who we know that they have triggered the release clause of. There are some back and forth there on wages, and there's been a bit of an ultimatum put to his camp, or put to Real Madrid's camp, I should say, that if they don't get agreement in 24 hours, well, they're going to revisit a move to a Premier League club. But that's not the player I was speaking about. Believe it or not, they have been linked with Milos Kerkez. Now, they don't have him as their number one target at left back. That falls to Alvaro Carreras of Benfica, but their name has been mentioned as a possible suitor for Kerkez. So Liverpool, please move quickly on this one. We know the Frimpong situation developed quickly, and hopefully we can see a similar situation here for Milos Kerkez. So watch this space. Now, a lot of people asking how close the Frimpong thing is. Well, we haven't quite got the here we go to an extent, although deal on was what Fabrizio Romano said. But late this evening, there was a comment attributed to Paul Joyce to say Liverpool have triggered the €35 million release clause for Jeremy Frimpong at Bayer Leverkusen, and we know that personal terms or anything like that aren't going to be an issue. What we do hope, though, is they can get in the ear of his mate Florian Vertz and let him know that Anfield is where it's at. And on that, late developing tonight, Christian Falk have said that Liverpool is very, very much in the thick of it and the mix for Florian Wirtz's signature. So watch this space as well. Moving on, though, to Ryan Cherky. Dean Jones of ESPN reported that Ryan Cherky only wants to join Liverpool. Well, do you know what? I'm putting some words in his mouth there. I'll read it exactly as he's written it. Ryan Cherky wants to join Liverpool FC this summer. The Frenchman is hoping to complete a summer move to Liverpool. And we ran a poll tonight on the channel where we said, if I gave you the option of Ryan Cherky, of Florian Wirtz, or Rodrigo Goes of Real Madrid, who would you take? And it's probably not going to surprise you to know that 77% of those that voted said that they would like Florian Wirtz. But Ryan Cherky, would you feel underwhelmed if Liverpool ended up bringing Cherky in instead of maybe a Rodrigo or a Florian Wirtz? I don't know if we're being unfair or spoiled kids here, because I certainly do feel like I'd feel a little bit underwhelmed if we lost out on Vertz and ended up at Ryan Cherky. A very good player in his own right, but not a difference maker with regards to potentially a European trophy or another Premier League. And that's where I think this race for Vertz is so important. If he wants to stay in Germany, not much we can do about that. But what we do know is, if he shows any intent of wanting to come to the Premier League, Liverpool and Manchester City are going to go and battle for his signature. And I believe Liverpool are the far better club for him. But Ryan Cherky wants to come to Liverpool. Always a good thing to hear. Always good to know that our club is at the forefront of players' thoughts. But what do you guys think? I'm a bit weary of it, or a bit wary of it, I should say. The price tag, no arguing about £20 million. Can't really argue with that one. But why? Why so cheap? Is it because the contract situation, or is it because maybe there are skeletons in the closet? And what I mean by that is there's been talk about his attitude, and I don't know him, so I'm not here to say whether he's got a good, a bad, or an indifferent attitude, but it does feel like an underwhelming signing if we did want the likes of Vertz or Rodrigo. But I do want to know what you guys think about it. Am I being unfair? Would you take Ryan Cherky, or would you feel a little bit disappointed? What it would probably tell us is we still have money then to bring in a number 9. And on that, Santi_J_FM has said that Liverpool have made contact over Christopher NKUNKU. Now, I don't know whether I believe this one or not. Would I have taken NKUNKU at Liverpool? Probably before he went to Chelsea. I would have looked at it, yes, and thought very good player. It's always been Something at the back of my mind, though, a comment that he made saying that Paris is the club of his heart, and if Paris or PSG ever comes a calling, that's where he would want to be. And that always made me a little bit worried about the prospect of him coming to Liverpool. Now, I don't know if there is any truth whatsoever to that story, but keep an eye on it. Christopher Nkunku, according to this journalist anyway, is a player that Liverpool are looking at. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm putting this on a certain island at the minute, and you know where I'm going with that. I don't think there's really much to it, but let me know what you think. And would you take him at Liverpool? So we've done a couple of potential incomings. Now let's talk about a couple of potential outgoings. Leeds United are all-day LUFC and Team Talk have reported that if Leeds United are to sign both KELLEHER and Costas from Liverpool, that it would be for a combined fee of at least £40 million. And I think that's probably about right. 25 is where I would have KELLEHER, and 15 to 20 is probably where I'd have Costas. So if Leeds wanted to come in and move for both of them, and it was moves that Queeveen and Costas felt would be beneficial to them and their careers, I think we're not too far off there. Maybe you could look at another £5 million, but a club, Leeds, that I have a lot of time for and their fan base. I think they're a fantastic club, and we both have a dislike of Manchester United, so we do always have that in common. I'd love to see Queeveen go there. Leeds obviously up to the Premier League, and I think it would be a good fit for Costas as well. So let me know what you guys think on this one. Where do you think Queeveen ends up? And there's been some reports today to suggest that Celtic are interested in trying to bring Robbo up there. I don't think that they could afford to cover Andy Robertson's wages, in all honesty, nor do I think that Liverpool are going to want to lose Robbo. I think we want to keep him, let him see this last year of his contract out, see how he gets on, bring in another left back, and if Robbo shows that he can still compete, maybe extend. Maybe it's just that I don't want Robbo to leave Liverpool Football Club as well. But Costas and KELLEHER, £40 million at least to Leeds United. What are we saying? Do we believe it's doable? Well, yes, I do, because they need players in those positions, and they are two players that we know Liverpool are open to listening to offers for. I'm still looking to try to find out as much as I can about the future of Harvey Elliott in that situation. So as soon as I know, I promise I'll be on and bring it to you. My plan is to take Friday night and Saturday night off live streaming, by the way. If something happens in the Liverpool world, I will be on to do a stream. We will talk about it. But for now, we'll have a couple of news videos out over the next few days. But as you can probably hear, my voice is absolutely gone. It's been such a busy and eventful last few days. I've enjoyed every minute of it, as I always do, chatting with you guys. Do let me know, your thoughts on everything we've spoken about tonight. Do you think Costas and Kelleher will go? Is 40 million quid enough? Do you believe the Christopher Nkunku story? And Ryan Cherky, underwhelmed or happy if he was to come and become a Liverpool player? I'll leave it all to you guys, so let me know in the comments. Again, we will catch up with you guys soon. Barcelona, by the way, just being crowned La Liga champion, so congratulations to them. And I will see you guys over the weekend. Enjoy it, the great weather, and of course remember, the Reds aren't in action till Monday night against Brighton, when they'll be back from Dubai and Ibiza. Until then, my friends, have a good one, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.